It takes 10,000 hours to master something. So if you think swimming twice a week for an hour is going to make you faster, I have some bad news for you. It will take you approximately 96.1538 years to become a good swimmer. The swim is critical for you trying to make the cutoff for long course racing, qualify for age group nationals, or world championships. To be competitive in your next race, you need to be able to swim with the best of them. If you're 5 minutes behind one of your closest competitors from the swim, then it's going to be a really long day for you to try and catch up to them. Just like with many sports, the frequency of sessions is more important or more significant than the total duration of each session. Eventually, there's diminishing returns on each session, and your energy, strength is going to lower as time goes on within that session. So it's better to do multiple 30-minute swims as opposed to 1 2-hour swim throughout the week. The typical athlete I see does about 2 40 to 60-minute swim sessions a week, and they wonder why they're not getting any faster. You need to tax your system in order to see improvements. Are you running twice a week for an hour at a time to train for a marathon or a half marathon? No. So why should swimming be any different? In order to speed up your ability to swim faster, subscribe to my channel where I'll be releasing content to help you swim, bike, and run faster. 2 swims per week should be enough to maintain your fitness in the water. You won't really see much improvements or regression. This leads to the thought that no matter how much I train my swim, it always stays the same. And you've definitely heard that from someone around you. If you bump that up to 3 sessions a week, you'll start to see improvements in your swimming technique and cardiovascular fitness and endurance, not only in the water, but out of the water. Most swimmers are known for having a good engine when it comes to endurance activities. This is because they train their system the entire time they swim. Let's compare yourself to the average high school swimmer that swims 5 days a week for a minimum of 1 hour practice. These high school swimmers are swimming 5 times a week for several weeks out of the year. And as each week goes by, they're improving more and more and more and more. That's why in the beginning of the season, they're pretty good, but towards the end of the season, they're much better. This is similar to club swimmers. They set aside 4 to 6 months of hard training to really improve and taper for their races. Swimming takes a lot of time to improve, and the more time you put into it in a shorter amount of time without injuring yourself makes you a lot faster. Now, if you compare that swimmer to a club swimmer training 6 days a week for 2 hours at each practice and cross training or strength training on top of that, there's a dramatic difference between that high school swimmer and that club swimmer. Now, if you go up to the professional level, they're swimming 100,000 yards per week. No wonder they look like they're not even trying when they go out there and swim. Comparing that to your 6,000 yards of swimming per week, no wonder there's a really big difference in the speed. If you swim 4 sessions per week, you will significantly improve your ability and fitness in and out of the water. This could be 4 40-minute to an hour sessions, working on technique, speed, threshold, kicking, pulling, all that kind of stuff. An ideal 70.3 plan for a person who is weakest in their swim is going to be gradually progressing to this 4 days a week. If you are currently swimming 2 days a week right now, the next 3 weeks, swim for 3 sessions. And then on the 4th week, swim for 4 sessions. This will give your shoulders and muscles enough time to accept the ramp up and have a lower injury risk. Like running, you need to slowly progress your swimming because it can be really taxing on your shoulders. And most triathletes don't have strong shoulders. Swimming takes a lot of time and patience and self-awareness for you to improve. If you put your mind to something, there's no doubt you can accomplish it. I know there are going to be challenging swims out there and you're going to question wasting your time doing all this and not being an elite swimmer, but every single strong swimmer has those kind of days. So know you're just in good company whenever you do have a bad day because there's a bunch of people out there that are thinking the same exact thing. Now, if you look at the amount of sessions that you have per week and per year, we can figure out how many years it's going to take you to become an elite swimmer. Now, this is also granted that you're working on technique and not just swimming at the same speed constantly over and over and over again. But if you look at the chart here, if you're swimming 3 times a week, you're doing 156 sessions per year, and that's going to take you about 64 years to become an elite swimmer. 20 sessions per week is over 1,000 swim sessions in a year. That takes about 9 or 10 years to get there. So this just says that the more sessions that you have, the quicker you can become a stronger swimmer. Swimming is my favorite sport of the 3, and I hope you really enjoy it. I'm here to help you as much as I can. So comment below any questions that you do have when it comes to swimming, and I personally read every single one of my comments and reply back, and it could be a potential video in the future. If you want to improve your swimming faster, but don't want to get in the pool as much, click on this video where I go over the strength training that you need for being a fast swimmer. H2O is water, but what is H2O for? For swimming, of course.